Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can't script these things, so here I go. Bipolar Brilliance is the channel, and the School of Hard Knocks is much of where I come from. Hard-earned lessons, or just reminders. So today's reminder to myself that I'm going to pass along in case it helps anyone else is not to forget the basics. You ever get so fancy with stuff that you forget to do the basic stuff? That kind of happened with me today. So I think maybe I was like trying to show off for my channel. Also, I woke up really tired, but it was one of those things where like it was the hour where I knew I wasn't going to get back to sleep. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do one of those body brain hack things, and I'm going to document it this time. So, you know, I'm doing this and that, and I'm taking pictures and some videos and, you know, fancy advanced level stuff that I'm gonna edit together into some video or whatever. And I'm feeling pretty good, you know. I've gone outside, I've done some earthing, I've done some yoga, I've done some you know, oil pulling, and I've other Ayurvedic practices and skin brushing and cold shower and this and that and the other thing, you know, some meditation, some time out in nature, getting moving, and then I go out, you know, my kid wakes up and I go, he wants to go outside right away. Great, awesome. So then we go for this beautiful brisk autumn walk in the park. And I've got some business to take care of today, some errands, and so my mom comes over, and I'm starting to feel frantically rushed for time, and I'm getting cranky with her, and I immediately apologize because she doesn't deserve it. Like, it's just because I'm trying to find something that she asked for that's hers. Tablet that she anyway loaned us for my kid to use. Anywho, and then all of a sudden now it's like 12 o'clock. I've been up for 4 hours, and I'm like, you know, I just realized I didn't take my meds this morning. Also didn't make my bed. Like the basics, like 101. And I've talked about, you know, to other people, I so recommend having a regular schedule with your meds and set an alarm if you have to. Also, it's really great to make your bed. I don't make my bed every day, but I go through phases where it's just like always. But when I start the day making the bed, it's like a good thing. And so it's like, I was going into this like advanced life level hack, whatever, body, mind, blah, 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 practice stuff, and not like, just like, take your meds, make the bed. And, you know, I keep the anonymity of the people in my life as much as possible, but I don't think she'd mind saying this, like, you know, she knows me well enough that it's like I've said in previous videos, like, no, it's not responsible for me to throw around the word crazy, but maybe I could call myself that in jest. But don't you call me that, right? So, so I might have said, oh, hey, and guess what? I just realized I didn't take my meds today, and today's Prozac day. I take it every 2 days. She didn't say anything. She didn't react in any way because, you know, some people are triggered easily. What do you mean you knew? Anyway, so lesson learned from that is basically what I said. Not to forget the basics. Practice what you preach. Knowing, like I've been saying a lot lately, is like a third of the battle. I think a third. The first part is knowing, okay, so I know that you need to take your meds on a regular schedule. The second half is like being aware at the right moment. Like remembering, and like then like actually doing it. I could even break it up into four, so like knowing, and then being willing to do something about it, and then remembering at the right time, and then doing it. So, but I don't know, I like the number 3 anyway, whatever. So solution for me moving forward. Do I need to set an alarm to remember to take my meds? Oh yeah, also last night I didn't take my sleepy meds at the time that I normally do, and that's because I was gonna go do a late night errand, which is just not my usual routine. And guess what happened? I stayed up late, partially because I didn't take my sleepy meds at the time that I usually do, which is like an hour and a half before bedtime, because I was planning on doing this errand, and partially because I was trying to wake myself up, you know, all those like bright light things, but my body was like, no, stop, it hurts, I just want to sleep. Which there's a side lesson in that, like sometimes you just gotta sleep, like absolutely sleep is the best, probably one of the single best medicines, I think. Yeah, for our brains and our bodies. So, you know, you can only push yourself so far. So basically it was like I was making myself stay awake, but I wasn't productive, and I ended up like watching cat videos. And finally I'm like, it's 2 in the morning or something, and I'm like, I'm not going to the store right now to get toilet paper and milk and my prescription that is I don't technically need right now because I still have it. And I'm just I'm not doing anything productive because my brain is just, so that's probably all the things that, like, the medical term, like sequelae, I don't know if that's really accurate, but like the spin-off, like all these things that happened, right? And so I took my sleepy meds already today, which means that I should stop before I start sounding like not good, and also get off the screen before it keeps me awake too long. Do I need to set an alarm to take my meds? I'm gonna say and I don't think so at this point, because okay, one, I'm kind of non-committal about my wake up time and go to sleep, and if I set the PM alarm, then it's like disturbing while I'm trying to get like my son ready for bed and stuff. So, but also like typically 95.5% of the time I don't need those alarms anymore, because one, I don't have any midday meds, so that was something that I used to have to do until I got like time released things. And two, it's like it's as automatic as brushing my teeth, which thankfully is very automatic for me. It's as automatic as waking up in the morning, drinking some water, and drinking coffee. Maybe that's why I forgot, because I delayed my coffee this morning. I was like, I'm going to try to do all these other things before I drink coffee. Okay, so anyway, so typically, you know, it's attached to those things. You know, the evening meds are attached to brushing the teeth, which I do every night before bed. So I don't have to set an alarm for that. And I do it around the same time. And I also know, okay, if I haven't done X, Y, or Z, I'm going to take them by, for me, it's 11:30 p.m. It's 23:30. And then in the morning, you know, around like 9-ish, when I wake up, and typically the very first thing I do is I have a big glass of water by my bed, because I always wake up thirsty, and I find that I feel better when I just chug a whole bunch of water when I first wake up. The only exception to this is that some days I do oil pulling, and I like to do that before I drink water, because it like pulls out of your mouth. And I had that when I woke up this morning, probably because I was off balance. So yeah, anyway, so I drink all the water with the meds, which are right by my bedside, ready to go. So we're going to give that a try for a couple of days. Now, if I find that it's been 2 or 3 days and I'm really off schedule, then I will set an alarm for a little while and follow my own advice. So I'm about to get cut off by my own app timer. Automation for the win. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this sort of ramble today. It's a little more rambly than usual. It's late. I had this video in my head for half the day, but just now I'm taking the time to do it. So thanks for tuning into Bipolar Brilliance. If you like this, you know, the usual, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.